Now, in my previous video, I talked about what the old and new wineskin look like in a higher level. Now I'm going to share what it's looked like for me on a personal level. So firstly, my work situation and general lifestyle. About halfway through last year, I really felt that I needed to quit my job essentially and create more time for my business because I was working full-time as an assistant manager. But I had this story in my head that I needed to keep my job in order for Jordan and I to get a house. It was only at the beginning of this year where we realized that that is actually not true. That is just a rule that I made up in my mind. We can find a home in a different way. So I've resigned and I'm starting a new job, which allows me to just work 4 days and I can have more time for my business. The second way is community. So also last year, Jordan and I found ourselves quite isolated. We were connected with each other, but isolated beyond that. And this is not sustainable because I know that we will not be able to carry the destiny that God has for us just by being an island. We need to be surrounded by people and support. And so this year as well, for my 30th birthday, I decided to reach out to people, maybe people I haven't even spoken to for years and years, but who have meant something at certain points in my life, as an invitation not just to celebrate my birthday, but to reconnect. Third way is how I show up online. Previously, I was working full-time, I had to travel long distances, so sometimes all I could manage was a haphazard stories video on the train. But today, I was at home, I put on makeup and I got dressed and ready literally just for this video. I am still not leaving the house today. God has called me to the online space to be a light for him. And so now with a bit more time and energy and capacity, I can show up in a different way. I can work on creating higher quality content. And I'm super excited to do that. And I might still have random train ride videos. God is also calling me to give myself permission to show up in new and different ways. For example, even online, to be more playful, to have fun and be more expressive, use trending audios, try things that I haven't done before, rather than feeling I can only show up a certain way, which is the way that I've always been showing up. So these are 3 small ways that I've been preparing the new wineskin in my life to hold the new thing that God is wanting to do. And I'd love to hear in the comments below, how are you preparing the new wineskin in your life?